Riding a roller coaster is way more fun when you actually open your eyes and you just experience the thrill of the ride. But if you translate this into running your own business or taking leaps of faith, traveling, or just any sort of big decision in your life, how come you close your eyes and you do it blindly? Because yes, you can do that, go out there and just give it your best shot, but it's way more better to open your eyes and just experience the hits of whatever you're trying to build or take a leap of faith or decide in. What am I really trying to say? Closing your eyes in life is like not wanting life to exist. In some aspects, let me explain. Closing your eyes is a really good way of internalizing thoughts and internalizing images, of visualizing, if it's a future or, trying to meditate, whatever. It's a good way for shutting everything out and looking inward. But what if I tell you that sometimes you can be closing your eyes when you actually need to be opening them, because what you're seeing in front of you or what's out there actually in front of you in reality is worth seeing in the first place. I say this because I have been trying to start a business, a UGC business, for the past, 6 months. And for like 5 of those months, I have just been closing my eyes and being like testing, sort of dipping my toes in the water, testing it out, and never going really in on it. But the difference that made me want to go all in it is that I opened my eyes and I actually made a decision to commit and to feel the hits of every decision that I make. And so far it's been an amazing experience of actually wanting to face my fears, wanting to face the hard challenges, the hard decisions, take it head on, all of these challenges of running a new business. If you didn't know anything about me, my name is Okeano. I am a filmmaker, Filipino filmmaker based in Australia. Now I'm traveling Indonesia, creating documentaries here, but also trying to make a living out of myself. And the journey so far has been amazing. This past week, I think this is the 4th episode of doing this, and this past week has been a lot of progress. And we're going to get into it right now. This past week, the type of work that I've been up to has been optimizing my UGC profile, actually setting that up on Instagram. I created a new Instagram account that has my UGC portfolio and posts already up there. So that's all optimized. I'm not even talking English. That's all optimized and ready to go. Now everyone can see that I am live and ready for business. I'm open to do UGC, which is really cool. I also posted 3 spec videos, and they're live, and they kind of not blew up, but they got a lot of attention, especially for my personal following. So that's been good. And also I applied to 20 brands. As of saying that, I applied to I think 25 brands now in the past week. It's not where I want to be, but it's definitely progress. I've also, with this outreach, I've done cold emails, I've done like platforms like Unbento, and I've also done agencies. So those 3 have been pretty good. I'm using this new platform called SideShift. I've gotten 2 responses. I got a call tomorrow morning, so that could be something. But the clients on there are very low tier. That's sort of like a different strategy with the type of clients offering mainly maximum output in the UGC space. If you are interested in more about my journey in the UGC, give me a comment below and I'll respond to them. The metrics of success this week. After posting my profile on Instagram and I posted 3 videos, actually one of the brands that I did a spec ad for reposted my reel on the story and actually commented, like just DM me saying like, yo, I love this video, which is really cool to see. It just means that my videos, my content that I make is valuable and that it actually works. So it's good to know. Another metric of success, since I have posted online that I'm doing UGC, a warm lead, like someone I know, reached out to me and was like, yo, I need to do UGC content for one of my e-commerce products that I'm doing. So I just landed the deal with him just like 20 minutes ago. And yeah, I got paid 500 AUD for a deal. So that's pretty good. That covers like my rent this coming month, which is sick. Really happy with this. One thing I want to add on to this is that in the last episode, I talked about a bit about procrastination and that I overthink a lot. And one thing that I've learned from all the progress I've done this week is that action is key. And I don't mean it as in like, oh, you should just do action, but I really mean it when I say action. And conscious action really sets the tone for getting stuff done, but it also brings us back to my main point of like conscious action and actually opening your eyes, doing the things that scare you, such as being like, I don't know if this email is right. Should I send this email? It's like, send it. If it's imperfect, it's imperfect. But since it's out there, it's going to give you feedback and a response back, and you're going to improve on that. So just action and then iteration. Like that's really important. Which also brings us to the lessons that I've learned over this week. One of them is actually opening your eyes and sort of taking great observation of what's around you right now. And the reason why I'm saying like open your eyes is because sometimes when I overthink, I can just like only live in my head. And sometimes when I'm trying to do stuff and actually make progress in my business or decisions in life, I can do it sort of blindly without actually committing fully to it. So what I mean by opening your eyes, one example that really helped me this week was going to my bathroom mirror and being like, hey, how are you? Who are you? And what do you want right now? Like look at yourself and be like, am I where I want to be right now in life? And have a good talk to yourself about if you're going in the direction you want to be going in. That helped me out a lot with being real with myself. I think a lot of times I seek validation from other people, especially friends, and my friends are amazing. They give me so much support, but it just doesn't work when I hear their advice and I get excited and then I go in my own space or in my own room and I go back to my old thinking and old patterns, and like I get in myself, in my head a lot. So it's really good to actually, one, meet yourself, and it's good to do it in front of a mirror. Discover yourself, and then validate yourself and being like, okay, maybe this isn't where I want to be in life. Let's make a decision now. Okay, let's maybe stop doom scrolling. That's one. And then validate yourself being like, okay, I am going to do this. And I am that person. Identity shift. I'm that person who doesn't waste my own time. For one example, that's a lesson I learned this week, is to talk to yourself in the mirror and take lead, voicing up and speaking to yourself, like actually speak to yourself in the mirror. That's what really helped me take responsibility of my progress. Another lesson is sometimes, I think a lot of times, I am very judgmental. So I tend to judge others, even my friends, and be like, oh, like, I'm very competitive. So I'd be like, oh, like, maybe they didn't, if they're a content creator, they didn't post today. Like, oh, like, I'm beating them right now. Or if it's a friend on a fitness goal, like, oh, like, they only ran, like, 2Ks instead of 5Ks today. Like, oh, like, I'm ahead of them. Like, I feel like everything is such a competition in my head, which I love being competitiveness, but to be judgmental about it and sort of see it as a race when everyone has their own lane, does not help. So I'm shifting mentality to actually believe in other people. If they didn't do the 5K, be like, yo, I actually believe you can do the 5Ks. Like, maybe your 100% today was 2K. Like, let's be accountable. I want to see you do 5Ks in the next week or so. Shifting from a place of competitiveness to literally community. Having grace and hope for other people, because that also gives hope to yourself, where you're not coming from a place of scarcity and being like, there's not enough resources in the world, but it's coming from a place like, there is enough on the table to feed everyone. I think that's a way more abundant way of being, but also, like, you're not alone in the world, so why not share? Have the journey be a shared experience as well, than like rather a lonely rat race. 3 years, Okeano, I always mess this part up of saying, Okeano 3 years from now, say to myself in his current situation. 3 years from now, Okeano said, the money comes and goes. It burns quick. So what does the actual important return on investment, if that makes sense? What does that look like? The real juicy stuff that rewards you, that fulfills you, that gives you energy. What does that look like right now? Also, part of that advice is, one thing that I've looked at this week was, what does the view look like? That's a question I say to myself. To expand on that, I'm basically asking myself, how does life look like right now? In a way of like a positive outlook, like, what's beautiful around you right now? Like for me, for example, I am in a complex in Bali, Luwatu. I'm currently in a shared home environment where this is my small villa, but there's like 3 other little villas and beautiful dogs. We're all sharing spaces together. It feels like a big family, and it's all local Balinese people. And there's like 5 dogs here, like 6 cats, and there's so many birds here. It just feels so homey, and that to me is beautiful, that I have a community of people that I can just see and smile and talk to every day. So that's really good. I also quickly want to shout out to Aidan Chua. He sent me a really nice message today about how my content is giving him value. So if this gives you value, this type of content, please reach out to me or drop your thoughts and feedback in the comments. I will reply to all of them, and I am really enjoying making these videos. So yeah, thanks guys. Okeano.